Welcome to round one of the Masters here in the Golf Club 2019, where we're going to be taking on the top 100 players in the World Golf Rankings, along with 200 default AI names, simply because I couldn't have been bothered typing out another 200 names on a DualShock 4, as well as altering nationalities where it needed be. But yeah, we're going to be doing that to see who is going to be walking away with the much sought after, and in this case virtual, green jacket, and be crowned the Masters Champion 2020. As I did mention in yesterday's video, the par 3 contest, we're going to be treating this we're going to be playing it in the same manner that we played the True Sim Challenge events. So for those of you who are not aware of the True Sim Challenge videos that I do, turn off all aids, bar the wind direction, the flag marker and the shot distance. However, for this event I am going to have the shot feedback on, just to monitor my swing, because it's a little bit all over the place at the moment. I'm kind of ironing out slowly but surely. I have resynced the DualShock with the PS4, it's kind of helped a little bit. And for this first round we're going to have the flyovers on as well, so for rounds 2, 3 and 4 that will be turned off. We are going to be playing with the career difficulty on hard, and as you can see at the moment anyway, we've got one name up there that I can see, actually two. I'm not going to attempt to even pronounce the South Korean lad's name. I'm terrible with names like that, but we have Rory McIlroy there anyway, 2 under through 3. So let's get things underway and see how we go ourselves. I'm not predicting a win for myself, but it'd be interesting to see which name comes out on top at the end of the 4 rounds. So this is obviously a 4-round event that we are going to be playing across. So all conditions are going to be default, including the wind as well for this one. So fairways and greens are going to be firm and green speed is going to be fast. Right, let's get down onto the first tee. So kicking things off, we have hole 1, a par 4, 443 yard, stroke index of 8, called T Olive. And just at the bottom of the screen should be roughly our landing area there, and the pin is going to be tucked up at the back, so quite attackable. Come up short, should leave us with an uphill putt, hopefully, if we can get that in there. So let's see how our first tee shot goes. Probably set the tone for the event itself. Wind doesn't look too bad at the moment, but with it being on default it might go up and down as the round progresses, but we should be aiming pretty much just here, straight off the tee. Oh, a little bit of a push, but otherwise it's not too bad. If it doesn't come too far right, we should be okay. That needs to kick left. Oh, we are going to be in the bunker off the first tee. But it's sitting up, so we're not doing too bad, considering we're left with 150 to 160 yards up 15. Right, there's 167, should be just behind us, so I'm going to say we're probably around about 155, so call it 160 with the elevation. That's going to be 8 iron, or will I go with a lofted 7 iron? I think we'll try a lofted 7 iron. We're coming out of the bunker. Try a lofted 7 iron. If we go over, we can just escape a par in this first hole, ease ourselves into the round. Little bit of a push, but otherwise not too bad of a swing. A little bit off to the right of the green, that's the push. Distance wasn't too bad actually. I was playing somewhere around about 150ish, more so. But just a little chip up to the hole, hopefully. Doesn't run on too far. Oh, now that needs to settle down. That needs to settle down. I was a little bit too firm on that. I should have actually put some loft on that, and that's going to be a very, very tough putt now for the par. The green speeds are 182. It's going to be left to right. It is also slightly uphill. Ooh, I was a little timid on that. A little bit more firm. Maybe just another touch out and it would have dropped in, but we are going to drop a shot on this first hole. Let's have a quick look at the leaderboard. So we have still real names anyway. We have McIlroy there, 2 under through 3 anyway. Mark Leishman there, even through 3. Have we got anyone else? George Campillo and Keith Mitchell, both at even through 3 as well. as we head on to hole number 2, which is called Pink Dogwood, and it is a 571 yard par 5, stroke index of 18, so the easiest hole on the course. Hopefully we can walk away with a birdie on this one. Should be, depending on the wind anyway, should be touching down somewhere in the region of that bunker. Depending on where the pin is as we go through the trees. Where's the pin? Tucked in behind that bunker, so I think, depending on how the tee shot goes, we'll be laying it up and just trying to pitch or flop it over that bunker to escape at the birdie. And hopefully bring ourselves back to even par. Right, wind is still not too bad, so I think we'll aim for fast off the tee. Should pull it away from the bunker and let it run a bit down that slope at least. Right, there's the fast. I did slightly pull it as well though, but it's made it around, so we're still in the fairway. Unless it takes a weird nasty kick, but no, we're fine. Gonna be on quite a downhill slope though, so I gotta keep that in mind. We got 348 yards out of the tee shot anyway, and we're left at 200 to 220. Can't see it being 220. Down 24 as well. Right, there's 218. I'm gonna say we're around about the 210 mark. So call it 202 at that elevation. Yeah, we're kind of with the slope as well. I mean, I could try that. 7 yards there, so if we're saying it's about 210, playing 202, so that would be playing about 195 to where that 7 yard marker is. I think I'm gonna try it. Might as well. Probably gonna be a big mistake, but we'll try it. Put some loft on us, seeing as how we are on quite a downslope here. No, it went left, and that's actually going to kick it right. So we're going in between the bunkers. Touchdown about 205, so yeah, that's actually roughly where the that was roughly pin high, and that was going to be a monster putt. I should have just laid it up, but no harm in taking a chance. 60 to 70 feet though, up one. I think it's going to be just a case of hit this and just, I'm gonna need to do that again, just pan it down slowly, just aim to get it close. Aim it about here, give it a good solid whack. That's really turned off to the left. I need it to slow down, coming back down a bit, so it's going to leave us what, about 10-12 feet. 10 to 12 is what it says for the birdie. Big break on it. Gonna try and not take too long on the putts. Oh no, that broke way too hard, but it was a decent effort. Decent effort. So if we can just escape with the par. Oh, which we do just about. Caught that right edge there. That was a little bit too pacey for that. So how's the leaderboard looking? Have we got any more names? Mark Leishman is making a move up, and so no new names coming up there. Don't know about default. I'm not keeping track of the default names, but we're going to head on to hole number 3, which is called Flowering Peach, and it is a 355 yard par 4, stroke index of 12. And just after those bunkers, the fairway obviously does kick hard down to the left, so it's pretty level just about where that thin end of the or the end of that tree shadow is there. But 9 times out of 10 tend to end up down on the slope. But got a front pin, which hopefully should just leave us with a bit of a pitch, maybe a long flop in, actually maybe a mid-range flop. Straight away after, oh, we got a fast as well. That was definitely going to kick hard left now. As long as it stays in the fairway though, I'm happy. Oh, come on, slow up, slow up. That's actually not a bad spot there. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. Well, no, actually, a little bit further down. Still quite a bit above the feet. It's left us with 40 to 45, up 8. Ooh, now have we got a little marker there? No, we don't. Ooh. We'll go in between, we'll say 43, so I'll call it about 46. This is the difficult one now. Because this could come up a bit short of the green and not get on. The shortest pitch that I have then is the lob wedge. Even fully lofted, that carries about 48. We'll try this, we'll try the flop. Just hopefully it doesn't go too far. Alright, decent tempo. Swing is a little bit off, but can it sit quick? Oh, it does. It does. Leaving us about 6, maybe 7 feet. Only 5 feet. Okay, got to take advantage of this now. Looks like it's going to break slightly to the right, so at the moment it's looking like just a left edge. I think that's what we'll do. And we're in for the birdie. Take us back to even par. Have we got any more names? We have Matt Wallace making an appearance at even through 4. Justin Rose there as well, +1 through 10. As we head on to the 4th ourselves, which is called tongue-tied there, Flowering Crabapple, and that is a 240-yard par 3, stroke index at 2 here in the game, and one that I rarely ever score a birdie on myself whenever I'm playing. But we have a back pin, so if I can get over that bunker, hopefully it can sink its teeth in as it touches down and just not run on too far. All depends on what we've got. We've got 245. It's going to be playing about what, 236. 236. Right, I think we can get on with the 5 wood, but it's probably going to run off the back. Pushed it a bit again. And just carry the bunker. Oh, now if I can get down, should feed left. It's got too much forward in it though. Is it going to hold the green? Oh, it is going to hold the green. Got to be a tricky putt though. 14 to 16 feet. Slightly downhill. Doesn't look like it has much break in it. Oh, it's hard to tell though. It's hard to read. It's blurry there at the flag, so I can't really make it out. But I think it's wants to break a little bit to the right at the end, so I'll go just a little bit left. Just aim to get it close. Can it turn? Can it turn? Oh, it did. Oh, it did, and it's running. It did turn. I think it was literally just left of the pin, just keeping it inside the cup. Would have been just nice. Went out just that little bit too far. This is a tricky one back up now for the par. Should turn a little bit to the right though. Oh, I didn't give that the weight. I didn't give that the weight, and we're going to move back to 1 over. Just unlucky there on that birdie putt. As I say, it is one that I rarely ever do score birdie on myself whenever I'm playing. So, moving on, or sorry, having a quick look at the leaderboard, should I say. Have we got any more names? We have Eddie Pepperell making an appearance with 1 over through 4 as well. So, we're obviously on the course with him. And Rory McIlroy has moved up into 1st place as well, 1 under through 6. As we head on to the 5th hole, which is named Magnolia, and that is a 442-yard par 4, stroke index of 6. And right where those 2 bunkers are in the fairway, that should be the landing area there. And depending on the wind, need to be pretty careful. Certainly don't want to be in the bunker on this. Where's the pin? Sort of tucked towards just off to the left. Oh, that bunker is certainly in play. Don't want to be long there. Alright, we've got a nice calm wind. The winds have really dropped down now. I'll say if they're even 2-3 miles per hour. But oh, that's not a bad swing at all. A little bit off to the right at the bottom, but that should hold nicely in the fairway. And we're gonna knock 305 yards off that hole. which is going to leave us 130 to 140. I didn't actually have a look to see what it was playing to the pin. But there's 152 behind us, so I'm going to say... I'm going to say we're playing about 140. In between, yeah, I'd say about 140-ish. So we'll go with a pitch and wedge. But I think I do want to, with the greens being fair and fast, do want to put a bit of loft on it. Hopefully now it's not closer to the 130 and we end up right into that bunker. A little bit of a wobbly swing or curvy swing, but it's not too bad. Just needs to get down. Ooh, that was close to hitting the pin. And it's not too bad, we're on the fringe, I can actually putt from there. 5 to 6 yards, so it's somewhere in the region of 15 to 18 feet to the hole. Should, by the looks of it, go a little bit right off the putter. Oh, no, it looks like it wants to come back the other way. I think we'll just go a touch to the left. Oh no, that really broke left. I did not see that bit of break there, and that's a bad read there, that was. Should we just a left edge? Escape with the par again and hold at a +1 for now. How is the leaderboard looking? Has anybody else made an appearance? McIlroy has dropped back down to +1 through 7. So he took a double there by the looks of it. Have we got anyone else? Danny Willett 2 over through 13. Justin Rose making an appearance again, 2 over through 12. And Brendan Todd 2 over through 10. As we head on to hole 6 called Juniper, which is a 181 yard par 3, stroke index of 14. And it looks from here, you can just make out the pin, it's a back pin, so a bunker should not be in play, but certainly run the risk of going straight over the back. It's going to be playing 193 down 7, so it's going to be playing roughly what, 186 to the pin. With that wind, it's going to be a 7 iron, but I'm going to take a chance on it. The wind's up to about maybe 5 miles per hour, so what did I say, 186. I'm going to put about half, 3/4 loft on this. Should hopefully get a good bounce on it, and it should be just enough then to run up to the hole. Hopefully, if I can execute it properly anyway. A little bit of a push, but otherwise not too bad. It's going to be right at the hole. Oh, too much loft, because that is uphill. But if I can sit there, I can sit now. It's coming back. Yeah, it's got. Oh no, actually, I thought it was going to come back further there. All right, well, it's still a lengthy putt though, 30 to 35 feet. It's up 1 foot as well. Definitely going to break right to left. I think we'll just aim it about here. Just obviously just want to get it close. Oh, now did I put too much on that? I did. Oh, I did, and we're just after trickling off the back. Oh, we're actually still on the green. I thought we were I thought we'd rolled fully onto the fringe there. I think we're going to drop a shot. Oh, that's a very nice par save. That is a beautiful putt there to save that par. And how are we looking now? So we have a couple of AI names taking up the top. Eddie Pepperell making a move up there. You know, he is 1 under through 6, so he's keeping up ourselves. Have we got anyone else? So still have McIlroy, Leishman and Mitchell there, all a +2, and all through 8 as well. As we head on to hole number 7, which is called Pampas, and it is a par 4, 453 yards, stroke index of 4. Straight away off the tee anyway. Wind hopefully shouldn't be too much of an issue. And I can just about see the pin. Is that my favourite pin position? Which it is. It is my favourite pin position, where I rarely ever get on the green one. I usually come up right slap bang in that bit of fairway between those two left bunkers there, the centre and the left bunker, and then kick back into a bunker. 9 times out of 10 I do. Oh, Don't come too far left. I did not want that fast. That's going to be buggered in the rough, is it? No, should be alright. Kicks off to the right. And actually, it's not too bad. It's not too bad of a lie, though. Might be a little bit below the fee here. But otherwise, we are left with 120 to 130 into the green. Right, there's 150. So I want to say we're somewhere. I'm gonna go 125. We'll go in the middle, call it 125. It's up 20, so I'll say it's playing about 132. With that wind, it's kind of dropping off. I'm gonna go with a pitching wedge, and I'm gonna loft it right up. It probably go a little bit past the hole, but once I can get it on the green, I'm happy. Oh, that's a pull to the left. Oh, that was really long. Touchdown, I think it was 125 there, so it was actually more than 120. More than 120. Unlucky there. 25 to 30. This is definitely where I can't even see the flag now. It's just blending into the tree, but certainly don't want to be putting this one long. Ooh, it looks like it wants to take a little bit of right to left. Sort of level out with the hole. Here though it looks like it wants to do left to right. Let's go a little bit left. Certainly just want to get this one close. Oh, that really did break to the left, and I think that's going to run and catch that slope. I need it to stop. Need it to stop. No, we're off the green. Off the green. I knew that was going to be a tricky putt. So we can get a little chip shot up to the hole anyway. Certainly going to loft it up this time. Just let it check up there, and hopefully you just get this tap in now and escape with the par. Oh no, sorry, this is for bogey. So we're going to move to +2 through 7. How's the rest of the field faring? Right, Eddie Pepperell's holding a +1 now at the moment. Leishman Wallace, and we have Cabrera Bello, +2 through 7. Corey Connors, which I mentioned in yesterday's video. I do apologise for being ORS and Connors instead of ERS. The game picking up profanity filter for the profanity filter is picking up something. I don't know what it was though, but I had to change it to an O rather than an E. But he's +3 through 13 as we head on to the hole number 8, which is called Yellow Jasmine, and it's a par 5, 549 yards, stroke index of 16. Sorry. Similar to hole 1, should be touching down roughly in and around about, I'd say, the middle section of this bunker. And then possibly, depending on how the wind is, might be able to get it up on the green. That's a nice pin location though. Nice pin location. If the wind is pretty favourable, if it hasn't picked up, can potentially get on there for an eagle opportunity. Right, wind is in the face, but it's not too bad. So should be just straight away off the tee. Again, didn't really want that fast, but it will counter the wind a little bit. Give us back a couple of extra yards. And we're going to manage to get 298 yards off the tee. So 240 to 260, up 20. I'm leaning towards... Ooh, it's hard to judge because I'm looking at the 306 and the 186. I am leaning towards 250. Ooh, let me see. I'm leaning towards roughly around about 250. So with the elevation, call it 270. So we'll go with the 2 wood. Wind isn't too aggressive, so fast downswing should bring it around to the left still, hopefully. Oh, I did push it, but it is coming back. Is it going to get on the green? No, it's going to feed off to the right on that mound, I think. Or is it going to sit on the mound? No, it's going to make it over. But that should just leave us with a nice little flop shot up to the hole. 16 to 18 yards, so full loft on a flop shot. That's a chip shot. Be in a world of trouble if I took that one. And just a little cheeky half swing. Oh, I could have gone a little bit more on that, but it's not bad. It's gonna leave us somewhere around about 7 or 8 feet for a birdie. 8 feet. A little right to left. Shouldn't be too aggressive though. Oh, it just turned out a little bit too much. Took that a bit too quick. I should have taken a little bit more time on that. Should have taken just another couple of seconds reading that. Oh. And we've dropped a bogey. We've dropped a shot. That was pure and utter recklessness there. Pure and utter recklessness. I really completely messed up that hole. Such an opportunity to claw a shot back, and we've actually dropped one instead. So it doesn't look to be any more names making an appearance. McIlroy's completely dropped off the charts. Don't know where he's gone, but we're going to head on to the 9th hole anyway and see what we can claw back. Hole 9 anyway is called Carolina Cherry, and it's a 458 yard par 4, stroke index at 10. Should be able to get a nice good strong drive off the tee here. Get it down between those trees, somewhere in the left hand area of the fairway, just at the dogleg. Let it kick down a little bit. Got a good 3-tier green here. Where's the pin? It's up at the top half. So if we can go, I hate to go a little bit long, depending on what yardage we have anyway, we can kind of feed back off that slope. Wind is nice and favourable, so what I'm going to do is something a little bit on the risky side. I'm going to fully loft it, so I'm a little bit more to the right. Oh, I was going to say give it a fast, but that's a very fast, but it should be alright. Yeah, we're fine, thankfully. I did put it out that little extra bit. 335 off the tee, so still not too bad. And it's left us with 120 to 130 in, up 25 feet. Again, just slap bang in the middle of the two yardage markers. 173 and 77. I think we'll just have to go in the middle, and we'll just have to split the difference and say it's 125 to the pin. So we'll call it 133 with the elevation. So that's going to be a pitching wedge with, I'd say, about half loft on it. Near enough half loft anyway. Wind has picked up, it's about 6 or 7 miles per hour. Pulled it. The wind is trying to bring it back. Can it? Oh, it's gonna kick. Oh, it's gonna actually just sit fairly quick in between the two bunkers. So a bit fortunate there. I'll leave us with just a little chip shot up. Don't want to be too aggressive because it will run. Oh, that's in. Oh, that is a beautiful shot. A little bit lucky that that one worked out, and that's going to give us one shot back and move us back to plus two through 9. So we still have Leishman, Pepperell. Apologies for any pronunciation buttering, but Just Lutman, not a name that I'm familiar with hearing. Kurt Katayama has made an appearance as well. He's plus 3 through 10. As we head on to the 10th now ourselves, which is called Camellia, and it is a 500 yard par 4, stroke index of 9. You can get a nice, good, aggressive tee shot here. Again, I'm going to do similar to the previous hole. I'm going to fully loft it, possibly put a bit of draw on it and give it a fast downswing. That should give us a really good long drive. Possibly get us down in the region of this bunker just before, about 10 yards before, I'd say. Got a sort of middle of the green, just right of centre, pin location. Bunker's definitely in play. So wind is nice and favourable, so we will go full loft, put a couple of touches of draw on it, and give it a proper fast, a little bit of a push, but the fast will count it and bring it right back around. And that is a beautifully long drive. How far is it going to get down there? Touchdown, I think it was 332 there. Made it all the way to 360 yards. So that's going to leave us again 120 to 130 yards in, down 7 feet. We're on a bit of a down slope. So we get up onto the gap wedge anyway. Ball looks to be just a little bit below the feet, or is it? No, it's actually pretty level, just on a down slope. Now again, we're slap bang in between 2 yards marker 73 and 179. So do I want to say... pretty much. We're a little bit closer to the 179, so I want to say we're maybe about... Ooh, oh, this one's hard. I can't see us only being 50 yards in front of that 179 marker. Yeah, I can't really. It's possible. It's possible. So we'll say closer to 130. We'll go with the gap wedge. One little touch of loft. Just keep it straight up. It's probably going to be wrong, but a little bit of a push, but it should be still on track for the green. Ooh, touchdown 129. So it was actually about 126, 127 to the pin. And I was thinking of splitting the difference, but I didn't. It's going to leave us with a bit of a downhill pull, slightly left to right by the looks of things. Very, very slightly, but it's really going to run away if we do miss this. Barely want to touch it. Oh, just turned a little bit more. A little bit more than I thought it was going to turn, but if it can stop... Just speed it up, it's not too bad. 9 feet to save the par. I'll be slightly right to left. And we do walk away with a par to keep us at, yeah, +2 I think it is. Keep us at +2, still tied for third. Have we got any more names? Robert McIntyre making an appearance at +3 through 13. And nobody else, so we still have Pepperell, Leishman, Wallace and Kitayama there. As we head on to hole number 11, which is named White Dogwood. It's a 513 yard par 4, stroke index 3. And is also the beginning of Amen Corner. So depending on the pin location, it'll depend on where or how aggressive we can be. But I can just see it glinting there. That is right hand pin location, so water should hopefully not come into account here or into the equation for the approach shot. Wind is in the favour of the tee, so I'll give it a nice good smack down there. Shouldn't feed too far to the left. That's a good tee shot. That's going to leave us with about 160 to 180 in. Right, this isn't too bad now. We've got 174 there. So I'm going to say we're actually only about probably maybe 168. Maybe about 168 from the pin. So I'll take out 7, say 161. So I'm going to go, because of that wind, I'm going to go with an 8 iron and I'm going to put some loft on it. So the 8 iron does like to, if it does carry its full yardage with the loft on, doesn't act up, should get a good hop on it. Just hopefully I worked that one out right. That's a decent swing. It's tracking around pretty nice. Oh, sit down. Oh, 167 to the pin. So I wasn't too far off. I just could have put full loft on there. Just to maybe hold it up another yard or two. Gonna leave us with 22 to 24 foot putt. We'll split the difference and call it 23. It's gonna be downhill left to right. Yeah, definitely gonna be left to right. Again, just want to get it close. Don't want to drop any more shots. Oh, that really needs to start turning. Really needs to start turning. Oh, decent efforts. Just a little bit too firm on it as well though. So again, we're in the drop shot territory now, where it is possible. Go on, get up. Oh, just turned a little bit more, so we are going to drop another shot. Back to 3 over. Or down to 3. Yeah, back to 3 over. Sorry, we were 3 over there not long ago. Unlucky there on that one. How's that going to hold us up on the leaderboard? We're going to still hold tight for 3rd. And there's Gary Woodland creeping in at the bottom of the leaderboard on screen anyway. +3 through 11. As we head on to what's probably the most famous par 3 in all of golf, Golden Bell, number 12, 157 yard to the green, and it is a stroke index of 5. I'm getting all tongue-tied tonight. And we've got a nice central pin. Wind in the favour, probably around about 5-6 miles per hour. 152 to the pin. Gonna be playing about 149 with the elevation, so call it about 143. Right, what we're gonna do, we're gonna take a chance on the 9 iron. Wind is trying to pick up a little bit. Oh yeah, it's creeping up a little bit, so I'd say it's more about the 7 mile per hour now. So what did we say? 149, 142. Gonna take a big gamble on this fully lofted, that it will carry to the green. Maybe just take it back a touch. I'll take a big chance, and it should push right off the club with the full loft. And it did. Looks to be heading right for it. It's a decent swing, a little bit outside to the right. Oh, it needs to sit quick. That's not bad. We're on the green. Downhill. Looks slightly left to right. Doesn't look like it's going to break too hard. Just want to be gentle with it. Oh, just on the inside. Alright, so should be uphill anyway. Slight right to left. Just hopefully we can get this one and not drop another shot. Nope. Oh, just about. Oh, Christ on a bike. Thought we were lipping that, but just managed to cling on the left side there, as it's going to have us outright 3rd place. Tom Lewis making an appearance at +4 through 14. Have we got anyone else new making an appearance? We don't, as we head on to hole number 13 ourselves, which is called Azalea, and it's a 493 yard par 5. Stroke index is 17, so 2nd easiest hole on the course, but still can be quite challenging. All depending on how you end up off the tee anyway, as we cut through the trees on the fly over. Oh, we've got a sort of front left pin, so depending on where we end up off the tee will determine whether or not we attack this in 2. Wind is picked up a little bit again. I'd say it's about 8-9 mile per hour. Should be alright with a fast off the tee here. Alright, there's the fast, but it's not coming around. I should have put a bit of draw on it. Shouldn't make the rough though. Nah, we're okay. We're in the fairway. Ball's going to be quite a bit above the feet. That's going to leave us 180 to 200 in. Let me see. Alright, hold on. I'm going to say 200, as there's the 199 marker right level with us. So we say 200 to the pin. And with that wind, it's time to get a little bit aggressive. Just hopefully this does not backfire and bite me in the arse. Aim right out. Put a touch of loft on it. And just give it a fast downswing. Just as long as we can stay out of the creek. There's the fast. It's going to come right around. Ooh, it didn't come around as far as I thought it would, even with the ball being quite a bit above the feet. Again, I can't talk tonight. Tongue just doesn't want to, it just keeps on twisting whenever I'm trying to talk. But we're on the green anyway. It'll be quite a difficult putt, but it is an eagle opportunity. 30 to 35 feet, so if we can just get it close, we can claw a shot back. Hopefully, it's going to be right to left uphill. Broke quite a bit more, but if it can slow down anytime soon. Like, I mean, I played that for about 35 feet. And it's really ran on, even with it being uphill. So we're just trying to escape a par here. 7 to 8 yards. We'll go full loft on this. Not too bad. 100% power was what I was hoping for, but it's just about trying to escape with the par now, which we do manage to do anyway. Unlucky not to get the not to get it to stop pretty quick and give us a chance at birdie there. So no new names that I can see anyway. David McIlroy, or D McIlroy, one of the default names. He's currently holding the lead at +1 through 14 as we head on to the 14th ourselves, which is called Chinese Fur, and it's a 442 yard par 4, stroke index of 7. Should have a little bit of draw off the tee on this one, just to pretty much land in and around about where that tree on the left is now, somewhere in that region anyway. We've got a left hand pin. Now there's a good slope before that pin, so I don't want to be coming up too short, or that could spell disaster for this hole. So we'll just aim it a little bit left, one little touch, tiny little touch of draw. Didn't really want the fast, did slightly push it though, so kind of balancing itself out how far that's going to be in the rough. That is going to be in the rough. Oh, hopefully it's a good lie. Well, it's only light rough anyway. 130 to 140. 155 there in front of us. So I want to say we're about... would that be about 20 yards? Could we be about 20 yards? No, I'd say somewhere in the region of about 10 to 15. So we'll go and say we are 140, closer to 140. So it's playing about 143 with the elevation. That'll be a 9 iron. Don't think I'm going to touch it. Well, we are in a bit of an upslope as well, and we're coming out of rough. I think we're going to club it up to an 8 iron. Pull some loft on it. Ooh, that really needs to come around to the right. No, we missed that green terribly. Touchdown at 141. Should just leave us a nice little chip up to the hole, up 10 to 12 yards. So where were we in relation? So it was actually playing, if we touched down 141, it was playing about 135 actually. But again, anyway, just a nice little chip up to the hole, hopefully. Oh, come on, settle down, settle yourself down. Still no gimme for the par. Still no gimme. But doesn't look like it's going to break too aggressive, very slight left to right. So we go just right of the pin, I think, or left of the pin even. Oh, held a little bit straighter than I thought it would, but it did drop in the left side for a par. Got a little lucky, and we've jumped up into be tied first place at +3. So we have Matt Wallace and Kurt Kitayama at 4 over. Patrick Reed making an appearance +5 through 18. Dustin Johnson +5, and Robert McIntyre +5. He's on the 18th now. As we head on to the 15th, which is called Firethorn, and it's a 526 yard par 5, stroke index of 15, and one that will certainly at some point in this tournament bite the arse off me completely. Not bite the arse, it'll bite the head completely clean off me. Where's the pin? What is pin location 1? I can't remember. And oh, I see a shadow. It's a front right pin. There's a big major false front there. If you come up too short, you're praying that you just stop in the rough. So certainly don't think I'm going to be attacking this one on 2. I'll try the best to be right at the trees on the fairway as well. So good swing, didn't want the fast downswing there. Should kick a little to the left. Which it does, and at least we have a nice good clear line of sight of the green anyway, but I'm not going to attack it. It's 200 to 220 down 24. 176 and 291. I think I'm literally just going to drop it down. I think I'm going to drop it right down to an 8 iron, to be honest. Wait, hold on. Oh, now it's 60 yards to there on the fairway from the pin. 176 to there. Because I don't want to be hitting the wrong club and end up just going that little bit too long and kicking forward into the water. So I think will 8 iron be enough to just get down to the end of the fairway. Ooh, this is a tough one to judge. I'm tempted to actually just drop it right down to a 9 iron. Chicken it right out. Down to the 9 iron, just get it down the fairway. I think that would, yeah, that was a good call. Good call, because that carried on to almost 160. Could have potentially been in a world of trouble if we took the 8 iron there. Should just leave us a little pitch shot onto the green though. 50 to 55. So we'll say 55 with that 60-yard marker being just behind us. So that is going to be... It's playing about roughly about 56 at the pin, so we'll put a little bit of loft on it. Good swing, a little bit of a pull on it. Whoa, hold on. Ooh, okay, that's a bit odd. Can't see myself being 10 yards in front of that 60-yard marker. But that's what... I could have been on a bit of a downslope there, so I didn't pay attention to that. That would have pushed it forward. Big left to right. Chance to run off the green is downhill as well. It's tracking pretty well. Oh, what a good putt. Good read on it. Good read if I can just sit there. Oh, that was unlucky. That was a great putt there, that was. But it's still, again, no gimme for the par. But we do manage to drop it in. Bit of pace on it as well. And that's going to hold us at 3 over par, and we're still joint leaders with D. McIlroy. Anyone else? Dustin Johnson has made a move up +5 through 18. Patrick Reed as well. Mark Leishman all +5. And we have still Rafa Cabrera Bello at +5. Juice Lutman, again, apologies for name pronunciation there, all +5. So quite a string of +5s at the moment on the leaderboard as we head on to hole number 16, which is called Redbud. And it's a 170-yard par 3, stroke index of 13. That looks like we have a mid-left pin. So certainly don't want to put a fast on it. Or we could be getting the swimming trunks on and going for a swim to get the ball back. It's going to be playing 166 to the pin, roughly 167 with the elevation. With that wind... Alright, the wind is about 6 miles per hour. So that's going to be what, 173-ish? I am tempted to see, because it will push it left, fully lofted, 6 iron. And if the wind can just hold it up, pushed it a bit, but it's holding pretty straight. Now there is the slope that it can feed back to the hole. Touchdown pretty much pin high, and that is feeding back around beautifully. What a golf shot. What a golf shot into the 16th green, and that's going to leave us about, what, 4 feet maybe for a birdie. 4 feet dead on. Very slight right to left. Going to go pretty much just outside the right edge. Give it enough to get in there, and we do claw shot back to +2, and that should give us outright lead. Definitely outright lead by 2 shots. McIlroy has dropped back. Patrick, well, yeah, they've all finished now at the moment. Is there anybody? Oh, John Ram making an appearance at +6 through 18. So no under par rounds yet from anybody. At the moment, we're looking to be the best at +2. As we head on to the 17th hole, which is called Nandina, and it's a 442-yard par 4, stroke index of 11. Uphill all the way, pretty much straight away off the tee. Now, where is the pin in relation to that bunker? It's off to the left, but we do have the left bunker in play. Again, big upslope, big slope that we can run back down off the green if we do come up a bit too short. So I'd actually prefer to be a little bit long and just have a little chip back to the hole. Wind is picked up. Ooh, yeah, I'd say it's around about 8-9 mile per hour. Maybe just a little bit left. Give it a fast, and that'll hold it pretty straight against the wind. It's not too bad of a swing. Swing line is trying to come back down the plane there. The way that I carried me thumb on through the stick. Just flicked back to position a bit too quick, but it's left us with 140 to 150 in, up 8. 157 there behind us, so I'm going to say we are about, I'm going to split the difference. I'm going to split the difference to say we're 145 from the pin, call it 148 with the elevation, so that's a 9-iron. Put a little bit of loft on it. We're on a bit of an upslope, so not too much. Really put it out though for the wind. Oh, not where you want to get it fast. Wind is trying to pull it back. Oh, and we're off the back. Right off the back. So that's going to leave us a flop shot up onto the green. Anyway, certainly won't be doing a chip there. Unlucky to get the fast there. That could have been nice. It's going to leave us a 16 to 18 yard flop. So again, say about a half swing should be enough to get it up there. Just needs to check up as quick as it can. That's not bad. It's going to leave us about 6 feet for par. 7 feet. Ball is slightly above the feet, so it should come left off the putter. It is right to left all the way. Doesn't look too aggressive though. But oh, I needed to give it another little bit of weight. Burn the inside, so we are going to drop a shot and move back to +3, but we should still have the outright lead by a shot. Here we go for the bogey. So a few reckless shots so far throughout the round. And yeah, so we have a few names, few real names there anyway. All at +5. So yeah, Reed, Johnson and Leishman all chasing away. Danny Willett moved up there, +6 through 18. John Ram, Robert McIntyre and Sung Kang at +6 through 18 as well. But we're holding the lead anyway, +3 as we head on to the final hole, number 18, which is called Holly, and it's a 459 yard par 4. Stroke index of 1, hardest hole on the course, in the game anyway. And just before those 2 fairway bunkers is where we should be touching down, depending on the wind. Gonna leave us with a big uphill approach shot. Got a back pin. Certainly don't want to come up too short and be running right back down to the front of the green. So again, it's another green where I'd prefer to be a bit long and maybe run off the back if we're going to be going for par. Got a headwind, so I'll aim it a little bit to the right, give it a fast. Pulled it as well, that's really coming around to the left. This could be in the rough. I think it will be. Oh no, it won't. Took a little bit of a kick to the right. Going to leave us with a bit of a longer drive though, only 267 off the tee. 200 to 220, up 40. And with that angled headwind, excuse me, 170, excuse me, voice is trying to go there. 174, right, I'm going to say, I can't see us being 35 yards behind that. Can't see, I'd say we're more about 25 yards maybe. 25 to 30. We go 205 to the pin. Up 40, so we 218. Right, this is going to be big gamble as to whether or not I've worked that one out right. We're going to put the loft up on the 5 wood. Let the wind hopefully catch it a little bit and float it in. Again, don't mind being long. That's gone a little bit too far right, too quick. Oh, it's bunker bound. That's gonna... Oh, it didn't plug. I thought it was gonna plug right there. I should just leave it as a flop up to the hole. Would have preferred to be a bit more in line with the pin though and just go a little bit long and have a chip. Right, and an awkward little flop out of the bunker. Oh, run up, run up. No, oh, that's coming back as well. Oh, don't come back too far. Don't come back too far, please don't. I think we're going to drop a shot here on the final hole. 20 to 22, up 1. Going to be left to right. Oh, took a little bit of a wobble to the left there. Started coming back to the right, right at the end though. Going to leave us with a 2-foot top for the bogey. So we are going to finish at +4. For the event, did anyone else finish out and beat us now? So +4, we're holding the lead by 1 shot. So we got Patrick Reed, Dustin Johnson, Mark Leishman, Juice Lutman. Again, apologies for the pronunciation. All holding a +5 for tied second. Then we have Danny Willett, John Ram, Robert McIntyre, all +6. And that is all that we have for real world PGA Tour names anyway on there. So have a little quick look at the scorecard, how we did. So just the 3 birdies for the round, but quite a lot of red numbers there, including, did we pick up a double? No, we didn't pick up a double actually, sorry, I'm thinking of the 8th hole par 5, we got a bogey on there. But otherwise, I say +4, nobody getting under par at all for the opening round of Masters. We are holding the lead by 1 shot. So that's going to do it for this first round. I hope you did enjoy it if you made it this far. Make sure to check back tomorrow for round 2. And until then, take care, have yourself a good one, and bye for now.